I'm up on the bowsprit of the Eagle, which is not just an aesthetically pleasing part of the boat, but it's very functional. It gets the anchor out ahead of the hull, so when you retract the anchor, you're not banging it against the hull. And it supports actually two anchors. We have two anchor rollers. One of them can go to a windlass that we use electric windlass that can be operated from both the cockpit and up on the bow. It has foot pedals up on the bow. The bobstay goes low on the stem of the plumb stem of the Eagle, and it hooks to the chain plate, which is midway back on the bowsprit. That gives it a lot of support, a lot of strength. And to that we have hooked the forestay and our standard cruising design system flexible furler. It's a great unit for this boat. It comes standard. We also offer the pro furl if you don't think you're going to be taking a mast up and down very often. We utilize stainless steel hawse pipes in the Eagle. They penetrate the hull and the deck. It's a very nice feature. The dock lines go through the hull. It's very clean. They attach to an 8-inch 4-bolt stainless steel cleat. There's two of them in the bow of the Eagle. The deck of the Eagle recedes into a bulwark, which is about 4 to 6 inches high, and that's a great feature as well. It keeps you on board, keeps the objects on board, anchor line, dock lines, even when you're underway. On top of the bulwarks we have an anodized aluminum tow rail with holes in it every 4 inches, and that's a great feature because you can attach fenders or anything to that edge trim the full length of the boat. The Eagle utilizes 13 sources of ventilation. Two of them are these Lexan hatches. They're 1/2 inch thick. You can walk on them. They're very strong. This forward hatch, when it's open, directs air into the midsection of the forward V-berth. So you got good ventilation going through the berth. The stainless steel door aids provide ventilation to the cabin even when it's raining outside, as there's a water separator underneath them. And then we have 8 stainless steel opening ports throughout the boat, and the companionway hatch. When you get the windlass option on the Eagle, you shouldn't have to go forward very often, but when you do, it's a pleasure. You have a huge foredeck here. You got enough room for a 10-foot dinghy, although with the Seaward Eagle you don't really need a dinghy because you can ride the boat right up on the shore. Our keel system has a set of lanyards that go aft the cockpit so that you can raise and lower the keel from the cockpit. The keel again is infinitely adjustable. You can stop it at any point going up or down. Now I'm just going to pull on this line here just to demonstrate how the keel goes down. The yellow line pulls the keel down, and the green line here pulls the keel up. These lines go to a switch that is directly on the motor. No wiring between the switch and the motor, which is inside this box right here. This is the seamless sea hood here. It's a very neat, clean design, into which our sliding hatch for the companionway disappears. And it has the non-skid, the diamond non-skid on top of it. Our diamond non-skid pattern we think is the best non-skid available. It drains very well, it's very effective non-skid, it cleans easily, and if you damage it, because it's individual diamonds, they're individually repairable. The repair looks very good after you've accomplished it. The main sheet system on the Eagle is double-ended. What that means is that this end of the main sheet system you can either cleat off, or you can pull more line out and run this line all the way back to the steering station so that you can operate the main sheet from the steering station. Alternatively, the line goes back to the winch and you can use one of the halyard winches to sheet in the mainsail as well. All of the hardware we use on the Eagle is the best money can buy. We use the Harkin big boat system here for the Traveler, Harkin blocks with ball bearings everywhere, and we use the winches that are manufactured by Anderson. They're stainless steel, and they're about 60% of the weight of the bronze chrome plated winches that are out there on the market. Best winch made.
The Eagle mast can easily be raised by one or two people. The mast first gets rolled aft until the base of the mast is over the tabernacle. The mast weight is supported by two rollers, one on the upper keel arm pin and one at the transom-mounted mast crutch. The base of the mast is then lowered to the tabernacle and the pivot pin attached. We then extend the upper keel arm to create a gin pole. The gin pole allows us to have the proper angle of attack to raise the mast using the main sheet, and the jenny halyard led to the coach roof winch. After the temporary side stays that keep the mast from swaying side to side are attached, and all standing rigging except the headstay are in place, all that remains is to winch her up, fasten the headstay, and float her off the trailer.